everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. So in today's video I thought I'd have a little sit down and a bit of a catch up. I can't really remember what I spoke about. I feel like my life is really boring. But I spoke about a little bit about my life, spoke about some of the products I was using. It's not like a full-on tutorial, but I just kind of sat down and played with makeup and told you what's been going on really. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really interesting to say here. If you do want to see more from me, make sure you let me know what you want to see next by commenting in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, but if you do want to see how I got this look right here, then just keep on watching. Okay, so firstly I'm going to go in with this serum. This is a new serum that I've got. So it's from a brand called Kate McIver. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I think they're a relatively small brand and I've heard quite a lot about this serum and it's meant to be amazing for your skin. So I've been trying it out. So I thought I'd use it under my makeup today. It gives a really nice glow. And then for foundation, I'm going to go in with my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation all over, obviously. But normally I don't use serums underneath my makeup, but it does say that you can use it day and night. So I thought I'd give this a go as my day serum. So I'll definitely keep you updated and see if it makes a difference in my skin. But it definitely leaves my skin with a nice radiant glow. See, I find it so hard to do chatty videos and not go into like full tutorial mode. So I'm going to apply that with this Sports FX sponge, but to be honest it's freaking crap, so I'm going to use something else. So instead I'm just going to go in with my Spectrum BO2 brush. And I'm going to do a full coverage as always. So I'm basically, I feel like I say this every year, I find it really hard, I've said this as well, to balance like work and then social life and then doing YouTube, because I just put my all into one thing. It was exactly the same as when we were planning the wedding. I just put my like all into that, so I found it really hard to do any kind of like tutorial. I know this looks really crazy right now, but yeah, I found it so hard to just balance everything, and because I just put my all into one thing. But with YouTube, what I'm going to try and do is basically create a schedule for myself. So say for example like a weeknight, I will film a video. And I say weeknight because I always just used to do YouTube on the weekends when I started my new job. But then I found in the summer, I don't know if you noticed, I found it really hard to obviously do that on weekends because sometimes I was doing something on the weekend. So I thought if I do it in the week, I can do it after work, literally do it as soon as I get in and dedicate that day or that evening, because I don't really do anything after work. I'm boring like that. And then what I can do is dedicate another night or like a Sunday to editing the video, because that's my thing. Like I'll film a video and then I'll just leave it because I don't have time to edit it. But if I have a dedicated evening where I say to Josh like, look, this is my video time, I'm gonna edit. So yeah, hopefully that works. I'm hoping it will, because I always say I really want to push my YouTube, and I'm never going to stop doing it because it's one of those things where you just never know what's going to happen, and if I stop doing it I would regret, I don't know, I would just regret it, because you just, like I said, you don't know what is ever going to come off something, or basically because everyone always tells me like, your videos help me so much, like especially people who know me as well, and seeing like obviously my people from where I live say that, and that my videos help them, and I'm just like, well, if it helps like that amount of people, then why would I stop doing it? Because I love it. Like obviously if I didn't enjoy it then I wouldn't do it, so the fact that I'm still enjoying it, then why should I stop it? But yeah, I do want to work a little bit harder with it and just see where it goes. And then maybe also do some more like IGTV videos as well. So using the videos that I put on YouTube and putting them on IGTV, but that's obviously more editing. So yeah, it's just one of those things that if you work hard, and I'm consistent with, like, it's with everything, if you're consistent enough and you work hard, then obviously you're going to get something out of it. And also because it helps people, and people say that they enjoy watching my videos, so I think that's a bonus in itself, really. But also let me know as well what background you prefer. Do you prefer a plain white background like my older videos, or do you like the lights? I don't know if it's distracting, but yeah, let me know. I just realised as well I wanted to do quite a smoky look, and I put my foundation on because I completely forgot, because I literally haven't done this in so long. I'm kind of out of routine, but I'll just do my foundation and then I won't go any further in case I get any fallout. Okay, so for our brows I'm using the Revolution Pro. It is an ash brown, so I was hoping it was going to be like ashy, but although it's ashy, it's so dark. I was assuming it was going to be for blondes, so I do have to use a little bit of my Coquette eyeshadow by MAC. I just use a really small amount because my brows are tinted at the moment and I've kind of grew them out, so I don't have to fill them in that much. I just kind of like draw on the shape and fill in any gaps, so that is a lot easier because it used to take me so long to do my brows. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the shape of them at the moment. I'm just trying not to touch them and not to pluck them as much. So that way what I do is I kind of tint them like every month or so when I can be asked. And that way, like on an everyday at work, I don't really have to put much through them, which is good. Because before, where they were so blonde, I just ended up using so much product in them and creating like a crazy, not a new shape, but it was a lot harder to fill in because the hairs were blonde, so I couldn't see as well where to fill in. Whereas now that I can actually see I've got hair there, I can kind of pluck away what I don't need or want, and then just kind of create the shape or follow the shape that I've already got, and then just fill in the gaps. And it's honestly, it's doing my brows is so much quicker now. Like that's, obviously I can go over it a little bit, but that hardly took any time at all. What else can I catch you up on? So in work, I'm going to be doing more kind of like videos for the company that I work for. So hopefully that will kind of get me, I'm hoping that it won't like stop me doing my own videos. I'm hoping that it will kind of like give me a kick up the bum and I'll be able to do videos for like both as well, which would be really cool. So yeah, that's kind of exciting that I'm getting to do like my makeup videos for my job as well. Like that's literally all I've ever wanted for, well, since I've been doing YouTube really. Like that's kind of like what I'm passionate about and what I've done for so long now, doing videos. Like I enjoy editing. Like I'm not great at it, but I enjoy like that kind of side of things, although it's very time consuming. But I do love that side, so the fact that I can do it in my job as well is just something that I had never thought would ever happen. So yeah, that's really good news that I'll be able to kind of be more on like the social side of the company. You can probably find me more on Spectrum's Instagram, because I'll do like makeup videos with their brushes, so you'll find me on there. If you probably already follow the Instagram, but if you don't already, you can follow Spectrum brushes. Then to set the brows in place, I'm going to go in with the NYX Control Freak gel. What do you call it? I don't even know what you call it. Eyebrow gel, obviously. And this just coats the hairs. It makes them stand out a little bit more, sets them in place, and kind of gives the brows a little bit more texture so you can see the hair more. I want to say so much, and then as soon as I come to sit down I completely forget. I am, obviously I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to jinx it, but I'm starting driving lessons again. If you don't know, that I've done a test like years ago, I don't even know how long, like 6-7 years ago now, and obviously I failed. And then I went to uni and I just never got into driving again, just because I didn't need to drive where I went to uni. So yeah, I've kind of come to a point where I'm like, right, I need to get this done. So hopefully that was this year's resolution. So I'm like leaving it to the last minute. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully the next time I tell you, you know, I'll have good news. Hopefully that schedule works. I kind of just have to stick to it. But definitely let me know what kind of videos you want to see. Whether you want to see like proper tutorials. I know I said a while back that I was going to do more like back to basics, so I can definitely do more like in-depth basic tutorials as well. Yeah, I always do this. I come to like a realization where I'm like, right, I need to really, like, I need to kick up the bum and just to, you know, get back on doing videos. Like, I went through a phase where I was always doing a look like every weekend. Like, it was kind of more like in the winter, beginning of the year, because, you know, you don't have much on. And then as soon as summer comes, I have loads on at the weekend, and then it just, if I'm not in like a routine where I do it like a certain day, then I just don't do it. Because it takes so long to like set up and like, well, do the look, because I'm such like a bloody perfectionist that it takes me so long. It's probably not good that I'm chatting because it's going to take me even longer. But you know, it's always good to have a little bit of a chat. Also, I went through a phase as well where I didn't really know what I wanted to do, like with my Instagram or my channel, because like Instagram is becoming one of those things now where like a lot of the makeup is not necessarily like wearable, where it's just, you know, kind of like more artistic looks. And I got into a rut where I thought like, oh, should I be doing that? Like, do I need to be doing more of these like crazy out there looks? And then then you kind of think, oh well, I'm not good enough to do those kind of looks. But I just thought at the end of the day, you just got to do whatever you enjoy. Do you, basically. So I'm just going to do the kind of looks that I've always been doing. You know, I like kind of dramatic makeup, but still with like a wearable twist, you know, like kind of, you know, like Instagram makeup or what, that kind of thing. Like, still going to do like a bit of that because that's what I enjoy. I love really dramatic makeup. But then I will always do like, you know, wearable looks where people can actually look at my Instagram or my YouTube and they actually benefit from it. Because although those crazy Instagram looks are great to look at, but it's not necessarily going to help someone, and people aren't necessarily going to like recreate that. But it's so hard because, not that like likes matter, like likes do not matter on Instagram, but when your photo does really well, then obviously you're going to be like, well, I'm going to do more of that because people obviously like it because they are liking it on Instagram. So for example, I do like a really dramatic like cut crease, and it gets loads of likes. I'm not saying that likes matter, I'm just using this as an example. It gets loads of likes, and then I'll do like a really wearable look, and it's, you know, it's not all Instagram, you would wear it every day, and it's very subtle. It never does as well, like people don't like it as in like click on it. So it's kind of like one of those things, it's like, well, do people like those things? Like obviously you click on a picture and you double tap it if you like it, do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's really like mind-boggling, because I'll put on my story like, what do you want to see more of, and people will always put more wearable looks, but then you do a wearable look and it hardly gets any engagement, and then you do like a really crazy like cut crease or like a proper like blown out eye, and it will get loads of engagement and people will tap on it loads. So it's one of those things, it's like, what do you want? But I've come to a realisation that I'm literally just gonna do what I enjoy. At the end of the day, when it comes to stuff like this, all you have to do is just do what you enjoy. And, you know, if it helps people, then that's fab. If people don't like it, then that's fine. But I think what people mean is that they want to learn how to do more wearable looks. So maybe I could do stuff like, you know, like wearable looks on Instagram stories, where I actually kind of show how to do that kind of thing, and then I'll upload a photo of more of a crazy like cut crease, because it seems like people love to look at that kind of thing. People just like, I don't know if it's quite aesthetically pleasing, you know, people are more drawn to it rather than just looking at a photo of like a selfie of me with like really boring, not boring, but subtle wearable makeup. I hope I'm making sense, but I just find this whole thing like a bit confusing, and that's why I kind of didn't do as many looks, because I was like, well, what do people want? Like, should I do these crazy looks that like everyone's doing? But yeah, I just found like I've come to a point now where I'm just gonna do my thing, do looks that I like to create, do looks that I'm good at. You know, people must follow me for a reason, so if they're gonna see that kind of thing, then that's great. If they don't like it, then they can unfollow me. Just quickly, I'm using a colour from Makeup Geek. This is called Creme Brulee. I forgot how much I love this. I'm also going to mix a little bit of Frappe, also by Makeup Geek, because I thought I haven't used the eyeshadows from Makeup Geek in so long, and I'm just like, why did people stop using? I know there's like loads of drama going on with Makeup Geek and that kind of thing. Okay, so the next Makeup Geek eyeshadow I'm going to use is Americano. I need to get more of these. I missed them. Such a shame. Because they are really like good quality. So I don't know why people don't use them more. But I'm going to use that on a Morphe M514 brush. And I'm going to start to work that in the outer corner of my eye. Okay, so I am just using the P. Louise base to cut the crease, because I fancied doing something more dramatic. Why can I not get my words out? Yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with it, but I'm just winging it basically. Oh, I've got a bit of a headache. Dehydrated. I'm gonna put something on the lid because I've still got something. Okay, let's start again. Okay, so for the lid colour, I'm gonna use, this is such an oldie. This is All That Glitters by MAC. I'm gonna use that on the same brush I just wiped it off, which is a MAC 242. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of pull my eye taut slightly and just pop that all over, well, not all over, I don't know why I say all over, kind of where I put that, right, will you just shut up? Why am I so weird? I'm basically going to put this anywhere where the white nudie colour is. You get my gist. So I'm going to kind of run that up to the edge of the brown and then go back in with those two colours that I used earlier. And just run that across to blend it out. Okay, that's amazing. Hannah, that's so good. Okay, that was fucking terrible. So, as you can see, I've just applied eyeliner. I have to do it off camera when I've got these lashes on, because I have to basically like pull my false lashes down and then like tilt my head back, and I just can't get it on camera. But I've done like a relatively thick liner, and then I applied some black eyeshadow, which is Noir by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I just buffed that like on the edges. Yeah, I kind of, you know when you get carried away and you're like, and then you're like, oh, I didn't mean to do this, but oh well. So I am just gonna wipe off under my eye. I know I done my concealer and foundation earlier, but as I said, I kind of fucked that bit up, but doesn't really matter, I haven't powdered or anything, so I can basically just redo it. I'm just going to clean up because the black fell down a little bit. Okay, so I'm just setting my face with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, and then underneath my eyes, it's broken so I can't show you, but it is the translucent powder by Kiko from their Beyond Limits collection. It's literally just translucent, so I use that underneath the eyes. And then I use the other powder to kind of set the rest of my face. I look crazy because I literally have nothing under my eyes. Okay, so I decided to do a coloured under eye just because I didn't want it to be like a boring brown smoky eye. Firstly, I went in with the Hint of Mint P. Louise base. I'll pop a bit on the back of my hand. And then using a pencil brush, just going to get a really small amount and kind of take off the excess on the back of my hand and just run that underneath my eye. And then I also applied the same green inside the waterline as well. Don't mind me, I literally just like open my mouth like an absolute weirdo. Obviously you don't have to do this, but if you have a colour like this, then you can use this colour. You don't have to use the same one as me, but it is called Trickery, which is this one right here. It's from the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, and this palette is called Dark Magic. Anyways, I'm going to get a flat brush, and using the very tip of the brush, I'm going to grab like the tiniest amount, tap off most of the excess, and literally just run it like onto the lash line, and that will just give it a little bit more definition. Okay, so for lashes, I'm going to go with the Tatty lashes in the style TL3. I do have lash extensions on already, as I said earlier, so it is a little bit difficult to put them on over the top. Well, it's not that bad, but sometimes you can like see them underneath, which is a little bit annoying. So just put the lashes on. I feel like they look a little bit like spiders on my eyes. But I don't know if it's because I'm not used to them, but fuck it, who gives a shit. So I'm going to go in with the Flawless Fusion Bronzing Powder by Kiko. It's a matte cool tone bronzer, so it's great for kind of contouring and warming up the skin as well. Then I'm also going to take it round my hairline as well, just to kind of warm everything up. And then I'm going to add a little bit of blusher. This one's quite old, so I don't even know if they still do it. But it's by Illamasqua and it's called Tremble. It's a really nice baby pink shade. Okay, and then for highlighter, I've got this shade from Doll Beauty, and it is in the colour, it doesn't really say, it just says Pretty Little Glow. I'm just going to spray it a little bit of Fix Plus, just smooth everything down. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to keep it pretty neutral. I'm going to go in with a nude. I don't really know what colour yet, but I am going to line them with Spice Lip Liner by MAC. Okay, I changed my mind with the lip. So for lips, I'm going to go in with, I think, the Soft Matte Lip Cream by NYX, and then I'm going to mix it with the Huda Beauty Girlfriend Liquid Lipstick. So I'm going to kind of layer them together. Okay, so I just put some, changed my jewellery because I wasn't feeling that gold necklace. Just put some earrings in, put some mascara on my lower lashes. But yeah, that's pretty much the finished look. I feel like it's a little bit 60s. I don't know why, maybe it's like the blue and the pinky lip or something. But yeah, that's pretty much the look finished. I hope you enjoyed my little bit chatty slash tutorial-ish. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down and play with makeup. And like I said, hopefully I will have more of a schedule. Let me know if there's anything in particular. Got an itch. Let me know if there's any I lost it. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you want to see from me. Any video requests, just leave them in the comments down below. Comment section down below. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, and please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. But yeah, that is everything from me. Thank you so much for watching, and you'll see me in my next one. Bye!